Hello and welcome back to Chapter 4 of Pass Through Overland. In today's video we're going to head to Northern California. A lot of stops along the way. Let's go for a ride. It's just after 4 in the morning and the rain has let off just enough for me to finish attaching my rooftop tent. I'm leaving Tucson during a record-breaking storm. The washes are full from brim to brim, and it would rain for another 3 days straight after I left. The beginning of these adventures are always met with a ton of emotions. From fear to excitement, the first 100 miles or so are always a mixed bag, but more on that later. I drove most of the night and arrived at camp after dark. This is probably one of the nastiest campsites I've stayed at yet. This campsite was really disappointing. Normally I'll pick up litter as I go along, but this was just overwhelming. Sequoia National Park, established in 1890 to protect the majestic giant sequoias and surrounding areas. The park was crowded during my visit, and as I walked around, it started to bother me how folks were going around the boundaries for photos and general jackassery.
That's perfect. I'm sure one of them will work. Oh, okay.
Five of the 10 most largest trees on the planet are located within the giant forest. The largest of these, named General Sherman, measures at 36 feet across at the base. The giant sequoia is a massive species of tree and is one of the 5 species documented to grow 300 feet in height. Well, let's get out of here and go find camp. I asked the park ranger where the dispersed camping was, and she told me about Big Meadow. And there's plenty of trails there to explore, and the lower spots had cell phone service, so I'm pretty glad I asked. I was able to get a great spot for the night. I don't think I need to assemble that on camera, but that's what I'm having for dinner tonight. Rocks such as this one sat seemingly alone throughout the north side of the park. Descending the mountain was interesting. Watching the landscapes change, it reminded me why so many people call California home. Coming up I-80, there was an Amazon Prime truck on fire, and it altered the trip for everybody traveling west. And for tens of miles, it was just traffic stopped. Thankfully, no one was injured, but it reminded me how fragile life is and how quickly things can change. Such a neat little town, apparently overrun by summer tourists, and I was one of them. If you're ever in the area, I highly recommend getting a burger at Moody's. It's inside the Truckee Hotel. Today I'm out exploring the Prosser Hill OHV area, and I'm at awe at the raw beauty of this group of trails. For the most of my time out there, I only saw a few other explorers. When you're out on the trail, sometimes you gotta clean up after other assholes. We're at Prosser Reservoir, a popular spot with fishermen year-round. I was a bit surprised to learn the Truckee River is 121 miles long, and it is the only outlet from Lake Tahoe. These Canada geese were fun to observe. Though they're primarily herbivores, they sometimes eat fish, and today they appeared to be fishing. We speculated that these few were family and protecting each other. As we zipped through the canyon, I saw a guy with his dog in the river, and I felt like at the end of the day, I wish that was me. This lake is the largest alpine lake in North America. Settled in the Sierra Nevadas, it straddles the California and Nevada borders, and at 1,645 feet deep, this is the second deepest lake in the U.S. behind Crater Lake. The Lake Tahoe area is far too big to explore in one day, but this small trip gave me an idea of what to explore next time I'm in the area. The tunnels, what can I say? This place is creepy, in all the right ways. There's views for miles, dark, wet, and crunchy gravel. The bats above could be heard but not seen. And so much graffiti. On my last day in Truckee, the bears found my trash and made it their own. They didn't get much, but it's a stark reminder that we are in their house. As I make my way to Nevada and eventually home, I was happy to have scratched the surface on the Truckee area.
A little of it showing up on the... Oh, perfect. Oh, not perfect.
Not really sure what the plan is for tonight, but we're just gonna keep ticking miles away and keep exploring things as we see them.
Admittedly, I don't do much research before these trips. I love stumbling along and finding gems. However, sometimes I blow past things because of that. But it's all part of the adventure.
Take the next left onto Depot Street.
This was a weird gas station. You had to go in, get a little card with a PIN number, enter the PIN number, fuel up, and then you could pay. Tonopah, halfway between Reno and Las Vegas, is a neat little mining town. And like many mining towns in Nevada, they mine silver mostly. The Mitzvah Hotel was built shortly after the town was founded and was the tallest building in Nevada until 1927.
Yeah, we are cruising through Nevada right now. 68 miles, 69 miles an hour.
Seeing a wild donkey is a bit alien to me, but something that I never tire of. I didn't go into either of these places, but the truth is out there. Now we're back to playing hide and seek with the distant mountains. Oh, I should probably mention that that is Nellis Air Force Range, also associated with Area 51. Many people think of gambling in the Strip when they think of Las Vegas, but I know they have a Tommy's, and Tommy's chili is just delicious. There's something really wonderful about being back in my home state of Arizona. As I fuel up for one last time, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you've made it this far, say hello in the comments. Let me know what your favorite part was. And if you wouldn't mind doing the YouTube things like hitting the like button and the subscribe button, that'd be awesome. Anyways, thanks again for riding shotgun with me, and I'll see you in Chapter 5.